sides, one story.
Two sides, one story. So we are back again with some more questions for y'all. And I'm really,
We flutter. We flutter with questions. We flutter with
I
questions.
am enjoying the Q&A.
We're glad y'all are enjoying it as
I
well.
know, and I appreciate it.
Feedback has
Please,
been very, very,
please.
very motivating.
Yes, very
I
much
should
so.
say, because us working full-time jobs, it's hard to make time to do this, but we see the love, so we'll keep giving y'all what y'all asking for, and hopefully that this will
Y'all like us a little
translate to
bit.
better. We still learning. Eventually we'll get the proper setup where we really podcasting, but right now this
Welcome,
gonna have to do.
welcome
And
to the
it's
loft.
right because we in a loft right now.
Welcome to the loft. He has his setup over here. He got his game and his TV. I got a TV here. As you can see, my computer behind me. Where I do, my other stuff because I do books too as well. So I have been creating coloring books online. Let me plug myself real quick. So I've been creating coloring books online, which I have enjoyed to do on the side, which has been amazing. So yeah, check me out. Just put in my name. I will definitely leave that link in the bio down below in the description. So yeah. Okay. But anyway, so back with some more questions. Again, thank you guys so much for asking. We absolutely appreciate it. This is what's going to keep us going. I really do hope
More
that you
questions, more
guys
questions,
are
more questions.
liking what we're putting out, I guess. And I always want to just make sure we put that disclaimer out there. Like, again, this is just how we live our life, what has been working for us. So, in no way, shape, or
Not
form.
necessarily we telling y'all to do what we do because it might not work for y'all. So don't think we're on here just telling you how to be in a successful relationship because we're not. We're just answering the questions that people might want to tell their spouse but scared to tell their spouse. So they're going to see, okay, I know I like if they ask a question and it aligns with my answer or aligns with her answer, they'll be like, see, okay, I know I'm not tripping, type shit, So,
Use me, girl. Use
right.
me. Okay. But anyway, all right. So, first question. How should you go about speaking with your partner about the way they handle the situation, like with the kids? So, I guess I'll start. Um, I am very big on one band, one sound in my house. So, how I want my kids to see how I treat their father, um, we have to be together. So, say for instance, if I think that Josh was too hard on the kids. So right now we have two girls and we have one boy. Now our son is only 3, so he don't really get reprimanded, right? But we have a 13-year-old and we have an 8-year-old. So those two, they fight like cat and dogs, and they're both girls, and so it's just the constant all day reminding to do this, to do that. Don't forget your chores. Da, da, da. Now, sometimes I may feel like Josh may have been a little hard on them, right? So, what I never do, and let me make this so clear because I it's literally a pet peeve for me. What I don't do is when we're sitting there and Josh is reprimanding the kids, I don't be like, Josh, don't say that. You don't have to say that. Don't talk to them like that. I will never, ever, 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 ever disrespect this man like that in front of our children. Now, the reason why I do not do that is because when you show your kids that you're disrespecting their dad, they're going to think they can also disrespect their dad. And we're not going for that.
Hmm.
So now, if I felt that kind of way about what he did, what he said, I thought he might have been a little harsh, I talk to him over the phone or I talk to him later, like, babe, like, I ain't like how you did that. Now, I'm not saying that, he don't be a little touchy about it because, he does feel like, okay, well, that's how I'm parenting the kids and da 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 da. But for me, in front of them, one band, one sound, always. Do not do that to your partner in front of your kids. You never, ever, 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 ever do that. That is my answer.
So
So
yeah.
I'm sorry, that is like the biggest pet
So
peeve of
yeah,
mine.
just to piggyback off what she said, I mean, you know, like she said, you know, it's been times where you know, and like she said, I mean, that's true. Like you don't want to do that in front of your kids because these kids know what they be doing sometimes. Like you might think your kid just a kid, but these kids, I mean, with social media and the internet and these movie shows and stuff going on, they'll try to play y'all against each other. Like they'll, oh well, I know my mom don't like when you talk to me like that. So if I get in trouble, they'll be looking to the mom like, are you gonna save me or you? So don't do that. I mean, that's one thing that I'll recommend universal. It's not just the shit we do. I mean, that's something that out of respect for your spouse, if you respect your spouse enough, I mean, you know, I mean, of course we had to learn because, you know, I mean, don't nobody want to see their child hurt or, but me, I don't be caring. At the time, if my motto is, if you in trouble, I don't care what you got to say. That's my motto. Like I don't need an explanation. You already in trouble. You did it. You got in trouble for it. So these are the repercussions for that. So you crying and huffing and puffing like you're gonna have a heart attack or something. You know, all that don't matter to me. I know what you're doing. I know the games. I know it's an act because ain't nobody even touch you. I see if you was getting your butt whooped. See if you was getting you ain't even got a whooping yet, and you doing all that. So I know it's an act, but you know, like she said, I mean, don't do that in front of the kids. Now, if you want to wait until later, like, hey, babe, I ain't like how you do. All right, that's perfectly fine. I mean, me personally, it's still gonna be a like she said, it's still gonna be a. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You do what you want to do. If I get them before you do, then we're gonna do it your way. But if I get them first, we doing it my way, and that's how it's going. And that's how I'm answering that.
That is so terrible, y'all, because really, when I say majority of our arguments really do be about these kids.
The kids.
When I
I be
say
ready to tear that ass up,
they
boy. I'm
drive
telling you, bro.
us so wild. Okay, drive us completely wild. And I'm really not to say that I'm soft, okay, because I will tear stuff up. Don't do that. I will tear stuff up, okay? But I'm really like a repetitious kind of person. So I'll yell at them, but then I'll be like, all right.
She'll yell at him, and then she'll
I'll
come
be like,
here, come here.
let me talk to you and tell
Mommy,
you.
sorry. See, that's why I need to get him first. If I get him first,
That isn't terrible. So now, I just be wanting them to know why
when you in trouble, you
they're being
can't
reprimanded.
show no sympathy. You mad, right?
I
You
know.
mad, so you can't let them.
But that's why I think that, having two parents in the house, again, this is just our views. But again, that's why I think that
But
having two parents in the house
I
is
don't mean to cut you
important.
off because people say you be cutting me off, man. People say you be. But look,
Y'all know who y'all are.
but no, but
I forgot what I was gonna say. He gonna see that and be like, he gonna text me like, wow, really, really, really.
Yeah, stomach all out. But yeah, man, I forgot what I was gonna say. But go ahead, man. I forgot what
You
I
forgot
was
what you
gonna
were gonna
say.
say?
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's what I'm
something,
saying. We
man.
play around a
Right.
lot. But yeah, so I do want to let them know, like, hey, look, this is why you're in trouble. You shouldn't do those things. And my kids, they'll tell you, like, Mom, don't lecture me. Not don't lecture me, but they'll be like, oh, here come Mom, she about to lecture me again. But I really just be wanting my kids to understand, like, this is why you're in trouble. Like, let's try and do better. Like, let's not do this again. But what I was about to say was, that's why it's important, because sometimes your kid does need that soft side where they're like, okay, I get it. And then sometimes they need
I ain't doing
a tougher, more, I said what I said. Because again, I know me, and I know if I take your phone away, I'm only going to do it,
for a day,
and then I'm going to be feeling really bad about
3
it,
weeks,
right?
3
Really
weeks,
bad.
3 weeks.
But Josh can take your phone for a month and no harm, no foul. And and I feel like that punishment, because it's harsher, it'll be easier to remember, and hopefully you'll be like, you know what, I'm not even gonna do that, because I know my dad, he took my phone away for a month, and I don't want that. I remember one time he took Kaden the TV away for like
It was like 3 months.
it was like 3 months. I forgot what she did, but
She
that
was
TV.
reading books. Boy, we taught her. She learned how to read books them 3 months. Boy. That's why she like
And
reading books
she
now. But
loved reading now.
yeah,
But
yeah,
then she was pissed. But again, sometimes your kids really do.
reading books, big dog.
They really do. They really do need a firmer hand. And I'm not saying that they got to get their butts whooped, but I'm saying
No,
just.
we don't do no beating all like
But
that.
taking the TV away, taking the TV away, or a phone or a computer, laptop, tablet, whatever, it really does a lot for these kids these days. So yeah. But so that's that for that. Next question is the power of apology. Someone asks, like, how do we feel about that? Like apologizing to each other.
Let me go first.
Yeah.
I mean, apology is important. I mean, if you feel like if your spouse said that you offended them in any way, I mean, like I said, this goes back to the pride stuff we talked about in the last video. Don't be afraid to show vulnerability and apologize. I mean, it's okay if she looking at you like you weak or he looking at you like you weak because you apologize, then maybe y'all in the wrong situation. But I feel like if your spouse said you wronged them in any way, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with an apology. I mean, like I said, if you can't apologize to the person you're in bed with, I mean, that shows what kind of person you are if you out in the real world. Because this person you wake up to or you go to bed to every night, and if they ain't worth the apology, I mean, like I said, I hate to keep wasting time, but we ain't got a lot of time left. So I mean,
you're wasting it, shawty.
Yeah. So I mean, but apology is very important. So I mean, take that into consideration the next time you have an argument. I mean, you might surprise the person if you never did it before, and y'all get into an argument. Send her a nice little message in the morning and apologize, even if it's hard for you to verbalize it.
Right.
Shoot them a nice little text message, a nice little paragraph. I mean, y'all do it all day on social media anyway. Right. Paragraphs, other people's stuff. So, I mean, if you can't do that to your spouse, I mean that's the problem in itself. But apology is very important.
All right, and I'm just gonna piggyback off of what he said. Apologizing when you know you did something wrong, or you know you did something to hurt the person that you love. Like I feel like those things should just be universal. They should just be written in the stars somewhere. Like it shouldn't take you that much to be like, you know what, babe, like I'm sorry. Like I shouldn't have said that. Even in those times when you don't think you did something wrong, but you could have contributed to the conversation, how it got heated or how it got started, or apologize. It's okay. Like that. I just don't understand why that's such a big thing for people. Why can't people apologize? Like I even tell my kids, like, if you have a friend, we're not even talking about somebody you're dating. If you have a friend and that friend has done something to wrong you and they can't even take 10 seconds to say, you know what, such and such, like, I apologize. Like how that conversation went or how that situation went, it went way too far over and I did not intend for it to get that far. Like I did not intend to hurt your feelings. Like, let's just work on being better friends. If a friend can't do that, let alone a boyfriend or a husband or a girlfriend, apologies are important. It means, to me personally, an apology just lets me know that you realize that you did something wrong and you're trying to rectify that situation. I just don't like people who just sweep things under the rug. Like, oh, we're just going to not say nothing about it and we're just going to move on. Because for me personally, I don't think that we could ever be be like that, like be really close like that. Like apologies are very, very important for us. Now, I'm not saying that we immediately be like, oh my gosh, babe, I'm just so sorry, like right in the middle of an argument. No, we'd be pissed.
Fuck that.
Next day, you gotta pick your head out. Like
2 days,
is it okay? Let me see.
But in that moment, ain't nobody doing that.
No,
that's fake shit. Because when you mad, you mad.
You
and
mad.
I understand that, but
when you calm down
When
and
you
you
calm
realize
down and you realize it probably wasn't even that. Well, I ain't even gonna say that.
it was
serious.
that serious.
I ain't even gonna say that. But when you realize you probably said some shit that wasn't supposed to be said, or whatever the case may be, or done something that wasn't supposed to be done, shoot that apology to them. I mean, they deserve that.
Yeah,
for sure.
You apologize for whatever it is you did. How can we move forward? Be solution oriented, and how you guys do things. And we are taking up a lot of time. I'm trying to get through these questions, y'all. Okay, so next question is I'm gonna do this one because somebody asked how do we handle arguments, and so because we were already talking on that one, I'm just gonna skip to that question. So as you see, I've already told you. I think I said it in the last video how we do handle arguments. As far as like during text messages, like that's really how we handle it. I wouldn't say that we're the best. Me and Jay can really be childish, and I'm not proud of that. I am not proud of that. That we can sometimes be childish. It's funny now, but when we arguing back and forth, it is not funny. Like I be pissed, he be pissed. God is probably pissed because he like, nah, we done been here, right? But again, we not perfect. And I don't want to appear to be, I don't want to make it seem like we don't never argue. Again, our arguments be really, really small. Like certain things we just don't play. We don't play about certain things. I know. Because we be trying to save face. Don't nobody be wanting.
Two Capricorns in the
I know. We be butting heads like a mud.
Especially when we first got together.
I mean, that was the bad. Worst time. It was bad.
Now we learning that C word.
Compromise.
That C word, make sure y'all keep that in your back pocket.
Compromise. Compromise. Now, I'm not saying that you change the person that you are at your core. Right. Not that your morals, your ideologies, not that. I'm saying those insignificant little things you can change. Put the toilet seat down. Like that kind of stuff. I don't want to fall in the toilet in the middle of the night.
Have you ever fell in the toilet?
I did.
You did?
Just once. In 10 years, I've only did it once.
You want to know why she fell in the toilet? Because she don't turn the light on.
I don't.
already know. Already know. She don't turn the light on. So she go in there blind man blind, no glasses. She already can't see. So she go in there.
Oh, my God.
Sleepwalking, halfway sleep, no glasses, no light on. That's how she hit the water.
Every night,
and
y'all.
She want to blame me.
Because I feel like if I turn on the light, it's gonna interrupt my sleep pattern, and I want to go back and lay down and go to sleep. And I don't care how y'all feel about that. I don't. But in the middle of the night, I don't. I think last night I almost ran into the door. Did I run into the door?
Yeah, absolutely did. Oh. Yeah, so I mean that's what I said. So I turn the light on. We gotta aim and do whatever.
I'm mad that you even noticed that I'll turn the light on when I go to the bathroom. Okay, get my shit together.
I mean, 11 years of being with somebody, you already know why stuff happens and all that stuff.
You'll be like, what is she doing?
How can you see? I mean, it be dark in our room. Like we don't have no extra light,
Y'all, that's fresh off the press, cause wow, I don't even know you know this.
We ain't mean to get off topic.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That was just funny. I asked her, and she said, "Yeah," and I already knew why.
But yeah, so that is how we handle arguments. We do try and be majority solution oriented. Maybe not at the time, but a day. We normally don't go 2 days. We only go maybe a night, just being upset, and then the next morning, either he'll text me or I'll text him, and this is how I'm feeling. This is how you make me feel, and
it's better. I'm gonna cut you off again, like you do me all the time. But it's better when y'all away to do that conversation. Well, that works for us because I'll be at work early in the morning and she be at home still, so we'll get it out the way like that. I mean, if you're at home and she's at home, I mean, have that conversation verbal. But in our situation, that's why we do the text because I'll be at work and you don't want to go a whole day without speaking or getting that apology out because you never know what could happen. Knock on wood, you never know. And you like, damn, the last thing I said to her was some
crazy
BS stuff or whatever. So make sure that's first thing you handle. I mean, if you still mad, I mean, that's kind of tricky, but depending on what it is, like we said, our situation be so small. That's why we could do the next day apology because it's like,
Mhm.
I mean, really wasn't that.
It really wasn't like that,
Yeah,
right? So I
but
don't
it's
know.
certain now. It depends on what was done too, because some stuff is unforgivable. I mean, we might get those questions later on, and we'll
Go about that, right,
those
right.
no goal, those no coming back for from
Situations.
situations that will.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll get those tougher questions later on down the line. But
All right, and one more
one more,
question.
one more, one more.
Um, as a married couple, how do you feel about meeting new friends of the opposite sex, and like how do you handle that? So I guess what this
New
person is
friends.
asking, yeah, like new friends, like y'all together, you're married,
I
and
go first on
then
this one.
you're
I mean, I feel like
meeting somebody of the opposite sex, and this is a totally new person. Your spouse doesn't know who this is, just somebody totally new. So how do you go about that?
I go first. I mean, I feel like meeting new people, you supposed to meet them with your spouse anyway. You know, that's how I feel about it. I mean, now don't get me wrong, you're gonna have coworkers at work. I mean, but that's as far as that coworker shit should go for me. Like you're gonna have coworkers at work. Me, I don't, because I probably only got like two females who work in our whole base, like, and that's different cities, San Diego, Temecula, whatever the case may be. It's probably on about two or three. So I don't have that situation. But when I did work at Rouse, you know how that go. I mean, everybody who worked at the grocery store, it's like, I mean, there's gonna be women there, and you're gonna have those relationships, And I've had a lot of female friends, well, associates that I communicated with and everything. But it's boundaries. But as married couple, let's get into the married situation. I feel like you should meet those people with your spouse, so it won't be no, okay, well, where you meet her at, or where you meet this
Questions,
nigga at,
questions, questions.
So it's like, okay, most of the new people we meet be mm, friends of, like, say for instance, this weekend,
The last weekend.
her no, this weekend, yesterday, we went and met her friend's boyfriend for the first time. Great dude. So that's probably somebody that we're gonna,
Yeah.
you
Welcome
know,
into our fold.
welcome into our little, we already got some stuff lined up already, and so forth, so on. So I feel like that situation is cool because we met him at the same time.
Right.
I mean, I already knew her friend prior, but her dude, we met for the first time. Cool dude. We rocking with him. We hit it off instantly. And I'm big on first impressions, with anybody, friends, family, associates, co-workers, whatever I run across. I'm your first impression is gonna tell me like,
Are we kicking it with this person? What are
yeah,
your
I'm cool,
vibes?
because I don't feel like he was being himself for real. If you loud and outgoing like us, which
He was.
I don't know if he want to say his name, but he told me his name was Shadow, so I'm gonna call him Shadow. I ain't gonna say his government.
Shout out.
Shadow, we're gonna call him Shadow. So yeah, so I mean, cool dude, loud like us. We all in the restaurant acting crazy.
I know.
We all in the acting real crazy. So in that situation, I feel like it's tricky because you don't want no, new friends cause new problems.
Hmm.
New friends of the opposite sex, Cause I can meet a dude all day, a wife ain't gonna have no issue with it.
None at all.
But it's kind of, it ruffles another feather when it's a new friend of the opposite sex, because I'm sure that person know what their intentions are, and you know what your intentions are, but they might not align, and the spouse might not give a damn about none of them. So you know how it goes. So,
And just to piggyback off of that, one thing I don't play about, I don't play about this man right here at all. So when I'm at work, I don't do no work husbands. I don't do no, oh yeah, we can have blood, blah, 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 blah. No, absolutely not. I don't even play like that. I don't even give nobody an impression that I'm playing like that. I don't want you to think that I play like that, because I feel like, because the kind of setting that I work in, it's more, I work with a lot of people. So, not to give away what I do, but, I work with a lot of people. And so, I do have a work cell. So if anytime one of my coworkers need to reach me, they get my work cell. I feel like your spouse shouldn't just be out here just, oh yeah, you got my number. Yeah, you can call me. My personal number? Absolutely not. Again, I don't play like that, and I don't want nobody else to think that I play like that. Because one thing I don't want for my husband to feel is that when he's not around, that I don't know how to conduct myself as his wife. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want you to think that, oh, Monica she just be out. No, I don't.
Out here loose.
Loosey goosey. I don't do that. And again, I still have fun. We cackle, hee hee. I laugh all day. But I need you to understand that I have boundaries and I don't have to physically tell you that, which is so amazing. Because you don't have to physically tell somebody that, they'll see. Like if you're always flirtatious, you're always doing things, people are going to approach you in that manner because they know that's what you go for. But if you shut that down already, my husband, oh yeah, you know, us this weekend, oh, my husband do that. Oh, you know, my husband love the Lakers. They're going to know you're not that, and they can go play with somebody else. But again, that's only for people who you actually love your spouse.
Right. I know
some people may not. I mean, you may
I've
be in a situation where you just, you know.
I've witnessed the husband, the what they call them, work husbands, work wives. Not at my job now, but at Ralph's, it was a lot of that.
It probably was true. I used to work for TSA, so I'm pretty sure it used to be a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Post office,
same thing.
Post office,
the hospital
for sure.
You know they doing stuff.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, it all, you know, how much do you value what you have? I mean,
it's what it really boils down to. So,
because I feel like you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I'm getting the impression that that's the kind of person that you are.
You shouldn't play where you eat at. You shouldn't play where you eat at. So, especially at the workplace, because anything could go bad. What if y'all do what y'all do, or whatever the case may be, and she think it's something else? Now she
ready to go tell the wife.
You gotta see her every day, and she on some blackmail stuff. Like, oh well, I'm gonna tell your wife, you can't just quit your job, or you can't just make her disappear unless you do some crazy shit.
I know they love my facial expressions, right, but I need y'all to understand.
You know, so
this is serious.
You know that, I mean, infidelity period ain't
it's just
cool,
not.
But at the workplace, that's overcooking your grits. You know, so
not where you get your money at.
Yeah,
but yeah, y'all. But yeah, so continue to drop them questions for us, please.
Drop them questions, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see y'all on the next one. We out.